Hey everyone, it's May 2021. We've got a lot to cover in the Google world and the SEO world, so stick around, let's dive into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. So this month, we definitely have a lot of news to hit. We have more client questions than ever this month, so that is fantastic. Let me hit off the news. All right, so Cow Abundant was named one of the best digital marketing agencies in Columbus in 2021. This is fantastic. We're so excited about this, and it's from digital.com. I believe this is the 5th award already this year. So for 2021, we're super excited about that. We want to thank all of our amazing clients, all of our partners, and everyone who helped make that happen, because that is fantastic. Now, what I'm going to dive into is our monthly newsletter from Go Fish Digital, basically about Google ranking, actually posting a patent and described a little bit about how they actually rank websites. And Google actually doesn't have technically an authority score. Like a lot of times if you're using a website, you'll see a site authority or, from 0 to 100. The next one is Google Ads is rolling out auto-applied recommendations. I am not the biggest fan of this at all. There's certain ad companies, ad agencies that just hit the auto-apply and they say, yeah, just do it, see what happens, basically. It'll do things like target bid efficiency, which can be good. Basically, you really want to go into the nitty-gritty of it, and that's what at Cow Abundant, we do everything as manual as we can, where we go in with all our client accounts, we check the recommendations, we approve them. In our tests, when we've done things our own, we've had 4 times the conversion rate versus auto-applied from Google. 4 times the conversion rate, pretty big there, versus auto-apply kind of bot recommended stuff. That's why we stick that way with our clients, and that's why we recommend that. The next one is about Google's FloC, FLOC, people not wanting to join it. It has been a troublesome release. It has had issues, hiccups, all kinds of things. Maybe you've heard about it. Google's dropping cookies. Google dropping cookies is a really big deal. That is going to happen between now and 2022. They've already announced it. They've already, started doing this stuff. They're also doing a new type of analytics called GA4, Google Analytics 4 versus Google Analytics Universal. Having a lot of controversy, and a lot of people are not wanting to use it. WordPress actually put out a statement or a suggestion that they probably won't use it, or they don't know if Edge is going to support it. Apple's not said, but they won't support it. Opera's not supporting it, so that's a big deal. Obviously, Google can track you even so. Like if you're logged into any Google thing, they know all the details. It's just more of like cookie based on certain websites you might go to. So this is a big deal, I think, and moving forward, I will keep everybody posted to that. Well, the next thing I want to talk about is our SEO newsletter. I would recommend anyone sign up for that. Top client questions. So we've got a lot of client questions here. Number 1, first client question. What is CPM? What is a good CPM cost for Google Ads? So CPM refers to cost per mil or cost per thousand. Basically, costs will vary per industry, where it can be anywhere from 20 cents to a few dollars to tens of dollars to whatever. It depends on what your industry is. But CPM is basically impressions, is what it has to do with. So next question, what happens if I put my CPM too high? Ads will not run because you will not have enough daily budget, so Google will conserve that and never bid, basically, in theory. In the past, this was a trick as budget superseded target CPM. Recently, Google changed this so high bids are not used. If you bid very high, it's still not going to work. You could put a high bid in the CPM and it would still work. Now, if you do that, they won't run. Got to change your strategy there. Number 3, what do you do with the social media consulting service? So this is a good question. The social media consulting service, pricing and all this stuff, and we talk about our different services basically, but here is kind of a breakdown of some of our pricing and that information. Consulting service actually has 2 tiers. So the 1 tier is the $199. It's just consulting. We go in, we look at your social pages, we make sure they look up to date, they have the right information, maybe some good keywords there in your profiles, and we also can go in and look at your ads. If you're running any ads, we can target better demographics. Now, for a higher tier at $299 a month, you get assistance with social posts. Social posts is the core of social, and this is a really good deal. It's $2.99 a month. Basically, we work together and figure out the best posts for your company. This is something that has really taken off with our company. We're very excited about it. Like a posting tool that we can do for our clients, which is really cool. We can do different posts and all that kind of cool stuff, which is great. Next question is, why were my Google ads disapproved? Okay, so from time to time, they will disapprove them. We have a process to fix this where we talk to actual Google reps and figure this out, and they actually handle the account. And that's the best way to do it. If your ads are just disapproved, it can be a real difficult thing. Sometimes you have to just try and appeal it, but you definitely want a Google ad rep involved. Specifically, why did they get disapproved? It varies. Sometimes basically the ads are too small and the Google bot can't see or tell what's on the ad, so it's like it'll flag it. Next question is Google Jobs not posting from my website. Google Jobs is a new thing that's pretty cool. Right here are like some jobs locally. This is cool if people are looking up jobs in their area. They can see these and they can click and then they can apply basically to a job post. Google Jobs is a way for you to add your job onto Google. How do you do that? Well, we offer a plan through a plugin. If you have WordPress, it syncs up something called Schema, and it's all the markup on the back end. But basically, it is code that goes on your website that then Google takes and knows where the job is, what the job is, how much it pays, a description of it, your site, takes that automatically and puts it onto Google. Pretty powerful stuff. And again, we have a plugin. If you have a WordPress site, contact us about that. Okay, the next question is, can you help my business create social media accounts? Yes, we can. Yeah, we do that. We create all different kinds. We also advise you on the best accounts to have because not every account is necessarily needed. If you're B2B, maybe you should have LinkedIn and focus on that, and also how to use LinkedIn, how to focus on LinkedIn. We offer tutorial sessions as well to help people get a better understanding and really some education with that on how to use social, whether it be Facebook, Instagram. It's always fun to experiment with like Clubhouse and other social media platforms as well, TikTok and stuff. But generally speaking, the big ones, obviously Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube can be considered social too. Next question. Do I need a privacy policy on my website? I would say yes. It's better to have one than not have one. When you have a privacy policy, there are certain websites like social media sites and things, or certain times you run ads, whether it be LinkedIn or Google, that they actually want to specify a privacy policy. Right now, if you use lead gen ads, you actually have to have a privacy policy. You have an ad pop up and then it automatically puts a lead form in. It's pretty cool. And it will autofill that information. Same thing with LinkedIn. It will autofill their information and give that to you. Our company has a privacy policy on our site. It tells us how we collect data, how we use it, how we share it. We never sell it. What we do, the security precautions we take. We use cookies or don't. And if you have any questions or know that we're not being fair to the policy, then you contact us. So yes, I absolutely do recommend having a privacy policy. Consult a lawyer. Obviously, Cal Bunnan is not a lawyer, cannot give legal advice. Next question is, Facebook business ads are a pain to set up. How can I get my pixel to show on the account? Yes, we agree. Facebook business accounts are a pain to work with. We work with a number of them with our clients, and it's business.facebook.com. They can be painful sometimes. The reason why you would have a business account is because it offers you more control on versus just like hitting boost post and just running it on Facebook. You can really refine it. You can specify, Instagram ads and stuff like that. Be more specific there, which is pretty cool. You can target demographics really easily and well there as well. You can also do account sharing. If you're an agency, you probably need to use it just because you have to share with different people. To get a pixel to show up, you need to be an admin of the master account to create and edit pixels and share them with other businesses. Facebook control settings is all about the master user. Be an admin. You can do that. Make sure that it's the correct origin account when you make changes. Sometimes you might be doing things from a sub account, not the main account. So UTM tracking codes are also recommended, and they're basically a long string of information. And then it'll tell the source, the parameters, number of things. So then in analytics, you can take that and see where they came from. All right, next question is, how does Google Trends get its data? Why is it different than analytics or Google Search Console? So it's strange, but Google says that trends is searches. Not really connected to site traffic, but actual Google searches. Referrals and social article links would not show up in trends only when people search for it on Google, so that accounts for it. All right, so this is next question. Very interesting here. What do you do with your time? Is it doing the work? Do you farm it out? How do you get all the stuff done you do? I don't say that in a condescending way, but genuine curiosity. This is kind of a funny but interesting question. So the life of a business owner, right? At CalAbundant, we work with select partners, contractors, developers, and even local marketing firms to deliver products to our customers. We kind of partner with like local marketing firms. Basically, we have a select local partner that we do work with that helps with like certain display ad stuff. We actually are kind of the contractor for a number of agencies in Columbus as well, that we are kind of an exclusive Google Ads provider, which is kind of cool. So basically, you're going to the source if you go to us for Google Ads versus paying like a high price for a top agency kind of thing. By the way, we're local as well, so that limits our complexity to deliver products to our customers. Websites and things like that, we do have partners that basically help us with the websites, because that does require a team most of the time to get done quickly and everything, and we trust those people, and they do great work, and we are project managers on certain things. So we also have a CRM tool that we use that manages all of our time, all of our efforts, and helps us keep the track on stuff, which is cool. But it's kind of like making a pizza, right? So at your favorite restaurant, you order it, we craft it, we help make it with love, but we aren't growing the mushrooms or grinding the wheat for the flour. We have partners that do that. We assemble it, and some things we do ourselves, a lot of things we do, but the secret's in the sauce, which we make. And in this case, the sauce is your marketing plan. Yeah, we craft a lot of that, and we do like conversion tracking ourselves, because in our experience, not many people can do that very well. So we do it ourselves. We know how to do it really well, so that's where that is. Next question. I have heard keywords don't count as much in social media posts for SEO as website or blog posts. Interesting question from Michael. Basically, yes, and it depends. You are correct with regard to using keywords for SEO, meaning updating existing pages, new pages, blog posts to use these keywords. LinkedIn is indexed by Google, so you want to make sure that your profile pages use your keywords, and that even with your posts, you use keywords to drive the conversation so that people use those keywords responding to a post. This is because Google indexes actually LinkedIn and the comments and things, and so if a lot of people talk about your post and even other things, that can be indexed by Google. Now, Google does index your LinkedIn profile, so that's important. Facebook in 2007 opened up certain things to be indexed, like shares, comments, likes. So if you have a ton of comments, those are vital signals, as they call them, for Google. They're not like as important as SEO signals. Overall, keywords are for like SEO for your website, your blog posts, but you want to put keywords in your profiles, your social profiles, for sure. And then the last question was, what are the top Google display ad sizes? So if you're uploading ads yourself, you're going to have to conform to these sizes that Google Ads has, and there's a number of sizes right here. You can see them. Tons of different sizes that show up on mobile, show up on web pages, show up on games and apps, and even YouTube, stuff like that too. So you want to have all of these, as many options as you can. Now, sometimes it's difficult to make all these ads, it depends, but overall, the most popular ads are something like this. I would say the most popular are this kind of leaderboard and these so leaderboard banner ads right here, and then also the square ads. You see tons of square ads when you're on a mobile phone. So those are definitely the most popular, and if you had to choose, I would choose those. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it informative and interesting. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Also, subscribe to our newsletter, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out as well. Ring the bell icon, do all that good stuff. Go to our website, calabundant.com, and sign up for our newsletter. It comes out every month, has tons and tons of goodness in it. Be safe, be well. Bye, everybody.